This is my power rankings of the CDL teams after CDL champs in at number 8. Number 8 and number 7 are very, very similar. I'm going to put Heretics in. I know Koi did lose to Heretics, but for me, they're very similar. I just think that Koi have a little bit more firepower. I actually feel like they're just down bad right now after, the whole Jodeci situation. But with one roster change, I feel like they're going to be good going into EWC. Not good. I mean, that's probably an overstatement, but I don't think they're the bottom, bottom of the barrel. But for me, Heretics, they just look weird this year, man. They just don't have an identity. They're really not playing the way that they should and they need to. Yes, they up their pace a little bit more in the recent major, but it still resulted in a pretty poor finish. So yeah, I'm not too high on this Heretics team. So for me, they're going to be number 8. Then we go to number 7, and like I just mentioned, basically the same thing. So it's going to be Koi. I think Kips is insane. I think Kleenex is really good as well. I mean, Abe, he had an okay stint, I guess, but Insight's playing really poor for me. I just feel like if they change Insight, they're in a great spot, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So for me, them and Miami are bottom 2 as we go into EWC. By the way, I did leave out the teams that didn't qualify for champs just to give you more of a power ranking of the champs itself. Then we have G2. G2 themselves are a pretty good team. I'm not going to lie. I like this team. They played pretty well. And the biggest thing for me is dropping Skies. I think Beans is going to elevate them. So for me, they do a good job around that middle pack. And I think they're the low-key dark horses to make a bit of a run heading into EWC. Then we have for the next one, we have number 5. It's going to be Gentlemates. You're probably expecting them to be a little bit higher. I think that Major 4, they were unbelievable with the crowd and everything. They've been good. But I think they're the top 5 team. Can they go and make some run? Yes, absolutely, but I don't think they're better than the top 4 teams. I think they're sitting at number 5, but they have one of the highest pop-off, take-off potential in the game as well. They have so many momentum players, so they can easily flip a switch and find themselves in a grand final. Then we go to number 4, and I have to give credit to this team because, wow, I did not expect this run. I just didn't. But Falcons, they come in and they absolutely take over. They just played so well, man. And with only 1 week of practice as well, I'm very excited to see how Falcons do with more practice under their belt. And yeah, they're my dark horses as well for EWC. I think they did phenomenal. And that takes us nicely to team number 3. It's going to be LA Thieves. Now, you could argue Falcons played better than Thieves. Absolutely. They slapped them up. They slammed them. You could say they'll be better, but I'm looking at the overall year as we go into it. I think Thieves heavily underperformed, so I'm not going to give them too much leeway here and say oh, they're top 4. I still think they're top 3. That's just my opinion. They, I just think they heavily underperformed in my opinion, and I think Falcons overperformed. I think if we equal it out, that's where we're at. Then we have team number 2. For me, team number 2 and number 1 very similar. We only have 10 seconds left, so I've got to be quick here. But Optic and FaZe very, very similar. I think Optic are going to be number 2 for me just because they fell short, man. They fell short, and then team number 1 is going to be your boys FaZe. They're your champions. I still think that they're a little bit vulnerable. But yeah, the long form video, if you want to check it out down below in the video on my main YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy the power ranking. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.